Hey guys! Okay, so we're filming in the kitchen and hopefully we won't have any problems. Um, I don't know. I feel like this has happened so many times, but this time feels different and I'm going to tell you why. Using new tools available, I actually food vlogged the entire week. So, yay for that. I'm trying to keep my movements small because I find that when I move a lot is when my camera tends to mess up, like it has to think too much, but whatever. So I actually food vlogged. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw them daily. I just took a photo of everything I ate, and then at the end of the day, I used Flipagram or something like that to stick them together and make a tiny video, a 15-second food vlog on Instagram every day. So I'm totes excited about that. That's kind of awesome. It's really hard to stay so little. I'm used to talking with my hands. Anyway, but at the same time, that isn't worth this camera freezing up, right? Okay, so stay calm. Then, anyway, so yeah, food vlogs all week. So that's number one. Number two, using new tools. The trike. I worked out 5 times this week. 5 times, which was awesome. I eat better when I work out because it feels like there's a purpose, because it feels good, because I'm not depressed about the fact that I'm not moving my body. Because if I don't move my body, I am so angry, exhausted over it. It's like if I'm going to be exhausted and in pain, I would rather do something to earn that, if that makes sense. And no, like honestly, I'm gonna be in pain. That's a fact of my life at this point. I'm not declaring it over my life. I'm not going to own that, but it's the way things are going right now. That's fine. And yes, working out increases that pain. But I know that in the long run, moving is going to be healthier, and I would rather be in more pain for a good reason than average pain for where is that here? Average pain for no reason other than health or whatever. So I moved. I triked. Now the trike. Okay, triking is such a good workout. When you first get started, it's a good workout because it's hard because your body is struggling to communicate with itself in a new way, to coordinate movements, to like make this thing happen, and you really have to work. Then after you know what you're doing for a minute, it kind of isn't that great of a workout because you're kind of slow and you're not really able to like get that heart rate going. But once you conquer the movement, it becomes easy in that you know what you're doing and your body just kind of moves and you're able to work it out better. So, like, by the time this week was over, after triking 5 times this week, I can work it. I can ride it one way and work my arms better. I can ride it another way and work my legs better. And that's really, really fun. And it keeps your core engaged because your core is held tight and twisting and moving. So it's really amazing. Um, for me, the trike is not a replacement for running. I love to run. When I run, I'm in this place of like alternate existence. It is honestly like I have checked out of myself. My body is functioning, my mind is with God, and I am in this nirvana state. However, I haven't been able to get there lately because I haven't been able to run for many different health reasons. I have not been able to actually go for a decent run in a long time. And I think that in that respect, I was missing just being outside and just working out so badly, it wasn't even funny. Um, And the trike takes me outside. It gets me um, a lot of the same benefits, and it does work the body out, but at the same time you're using a machine, so it's not as hard as running. If that makes sense, I hope it does. So it's a completely viable option for working out and weight loss. It's just not my heaven. Running is my heaven. So that's kind of where I'm at. I am hopeful that keeping conditioned on the trike will allow me to run when I can. Because what was happening was that I was running, and then like if I couldn't run for 3 weeks, I wasn't able to do anything. And so then it's like you're starting back over and you're starting back over. Pepe, stop. But I'm really hopeful that the trike will pick up the slack when I can't run and keep me pretty conditioned so that when I can get right back on the street and just go. So that's been awesome. 5 workouts. I worked out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, took off Thursday, worked out Friday, took off Saturday, and worked out Sunday. So happy. Thank God. What a great day, huh? What a great week. So let's get down to it. Let's get down to, let's talk about the food blogs. I am going to show them to you here. So, if you didn't see them on Instagram, they're about to play. And if you did, you got 1 minute and 45 seconds worth of food blogs. 15 seconds a day. So they're going to come up, and you're going to see a lot of edamame, which I love as a snack. I find that it's filling and that it's fun to eat, kind of like pretzels or chips, but it doesn't trigger me to want more. So that's good. I drink my coffee every day. Duh. And then also water. I made the commitment to get 128 ounces of pure filtered water. And so I drank that every single day. I made that goal. But then I also had coffee, green tea, different teas at night, and I think one of the days, I don't think I had any Crystal Light this week, actually. So I had a lot. If I did, it's in the food blog. But I had a lot of teas. So I did actually get more liquids every day, but there was always a minimum of 128 filtered, ounces of filtered water drank. So yay for that. I think that really helped me keep my food in check. Then, also, you're going to see, all right, this is another reason why this week has been so different than anything I have done in the past year or so. Because, okay, the kids and I had a pizza date pre-scheduled for Thursday with my friend and her kids. And then Friday, we had a library function and a McDonald's date because the library gave McDonald's coupons. And then Saturday, my family went to the pool and grilled. So that was 3 days in a row where foods were kind of up in the air and questionable. Now, original Weight Watchers Sonia, back in 2010, starting this journey, would have gone in, counted the points, and just had the day. Or gone in, used her bonus points that she had earned all week, and had the days, right? Then somewhere, I would say around January, around this weight, probably in the 190s, I shifted gears. And it was because Weight Watchers changed their program, and just a lot of stuff was up in the air, and I shifted gears and I went over to Lose It, and I was counting calories. And when I was counting calories, I set those calories very low and would max myself out at certain amounts, and I wouldn't use exercise calories. It was like all of a sudden a calorie was like pure gold, where Weight Watchers points were like cash money. It's like, got value, but not really. Gold is like gold. So I hate to say that about our economy, but whatever. So anyway, so I like all of a sudden like went into this different mode of like not eating and not engaging. And I did that for a long time, and it got to an unhealthy place. I have never ever been um, shy about admitting that, about the fact that my relationship with food tends to err on the side of disordered. Um, so it got to like an unhealthy place. And it has been a struggle since then to bring it to a good place. It it's either overeating or undereating, or this one day causes me to go into a downward spiral that turns into 3 weeks, and then I pull it together for a week or a week and a half, and something happens, and then it goes into like another month, and it's just been a long, hard, confusing, desperate, crazy road. Um, and I feel like I have shared that, so it's not like I've sugarcoated anything, but that's where it's been. It's been trying to grab it, trying to get back together, trying to move forward, and then just losing it all again. Which has led to the fact that, um, 4.5 years later, I have gained back half the weight. Now, that's messed up, and I hate that, but I have to tell you, I'm really flipping proud of myself because I didn't gain it all back, and I didn't gain it plus more back. Um, it's been a fight. It has been a war, and I kind of feel like I didn't win it, but I haven't lost it, so I'm still in the fight. We are going into round like 1,000, and I'm still swinging, so that's okay. Um, but this week was different because um, we went to the pizza date. It was Thursday. We went to the pizza date. I had had a fantastic week up until this point. My calories, I think the lowest that my calories were was like 1,000 calories, and that was just how the day unfolded. It was not on purpose. The average of my calories has been about 12 to 1,300, and I had a couple of days where I was around 1,400. Um, Factoring in workouts, I was lower than that, but I'm just saying like actual eaten calories. So I was having a great week, and I was really stressing the pizza, and I was like, I'm not gonna eat pizza, but then what I'm gonna eat, and should I bring my own food? Like, what am I doing? It's like, you know what? If I was on Weight Watchers, I'd be counting those pizzas 5 points apiece and having pizza. So I went over there. We stayed there from 10 o'clock till 4 o'clock, and over that course of time, I had 3 pieces of pizza. I came home, took a survey and inventory of what I had eaten, planned my dinner accordingly, uh, rearranged my snacks, and went on with my day. And then the other thing was that because we were out of the house all day, Thursday was my day to not work out. And there was a part of me that was like, you have to. If you want to eat, you have to. You ate pizza, you better work out. And it was like, stop. I have worked out 3 times already this week. Yeah. And this is a planned day, and I'm going to be okay. And I just kind of made the adjustments and went ahead. And that day, I didn't wind up binging because I've already blown it, so I might as well eat today. I didn't wind up under eating because I've already blown it. Now I have to punish myself. I just had a normal day. And by the end of that day, there was so much relief. I felt so much better. And really kind of like, okay, I got through something. The next day, we had a McDonald's date. And the original plan was to like eat healthy for breakfast, have a salad, take the kids to McDonald's. The day got completely discombobulated, and by the time we went to McDonald's at 3:30, I had not eaten anything. So, I was like, okay, you know what? Let's figure this out. The kids, instead of getting Happy Meals this year, they got value meals. And they had done this thing where they were like, one of them got the double cheeseburger and one of them got McNuggets, and they were splitting it. Not the double cheeseburger. it's 2 cheeseburgers, it's 2 single cheeseburgers in whatever. So they split them. And I was like, okay, that's a lot of food. I'm taking one of your orders of fries. And I ate an order of fries. Even then, I didn't take the whole thing because I shared it with them to make sure they had an even amount. Anyway, but I ate the fries. And it was like, okay, I'm eating fries. And I went home and I adjusted my day. I adjusted my other meals. I was still really hungry because fries are not going to fill you up. And so I had lunch because in my mind, I was like, you ate fries. You should not eat lunch. You should not eat again until dinner, and even dinner should be practically nothing. And it was like, no, that's not setting myself up for a good day or a good long distance, right? This is a long distance run. I have to look at the map and figure out where I'm at and go with it. So I came home. I ate a healthy lunch. I ate dinner. I worked out like normal. Part of me was like, oh, you better do like 2 hours. No, no. I kept those things in check. I went, I did my workout. I came home. Everything was fine. Grilling Saturday was a planned event. It was just my family, so it was really easy to plan. The burgers are always, 93% fat-free ground turkey. The sausage is turkey sausage. The hot dogs were chicken hot dogs. Like, it's always a very low. I picked up portobellos to have grilled. So I had like a portobello cheeseburger, but no burger, just portobellos as the burger. Um, and we had a pineapple to grill, which was delicious. It's amazing. Grilled pineapple is amazing. If you have not eaten grilled pineapple, you don't have to do anything to it. You just grill it, and like the sugar's caramelized, and it gets crunchy, and it's delicious. So anyway, I had my grill. I stuck to it. It was awesome. I ate, but I didn't overeat. I enjoyed myself. I didn't punish myself. I was like, this is a family day. I'm not going to work out. Spending the entire day with my family, and it was awesome. We swam. We had a great day. I was really excited, and when I look back at the week, it was very emotionally stressful, but physically on my body, I never felt faint. I never felt sick. I never felt like overworked out or underfed. It was a good week. It was very reminiscent to the beginning of my weight loss story, which was probably, arguably, the healthiest part. Even though my weight was not healthy, I was in the healthiest place. So I feel like that's awesome. And I did lose weight. I weighed in Monday, July 6th at 191.8. And today, this morning, I weighed in at 186.6. So I'm officially down by the scale on this weigh-in day 5.2 pounds. Yay! Now I am using Happy Scale, which I talked to you guys about before, and it keeps a moving average and it keeps like records of this, that, and the other. And so my moving average is like my moving average weight is 188.3, and my moving average weight loss is 1.7, and that's because it goes back to the beginning. I think it goes 30 days, I think. And so it's factoring in the 191.8, which is fine. I am going to, when I weigh in, I'm going to use official totals, which are like by the scale, not the average, but I am going to talk about the average just because it is something I have running in the background. My goal is to get to my goal weight and have my moving average get there as well, which means instead of bouncing so wildly between the lowest weight and like 6 to 7 pounds higher, I really kind of stay in a good, healthy zone. So that's the ultimate goal. Bang. Short-term goals are to get out of the 180s. So that's my short-term goal. And I have a reward set up. See this? This is my signature red, my MAC red that I always wear, and I haven't worn in forever because for the second time in my life, I have used it all the way to dead. And this is the product. It smells so good. This is the product that I always wind up using. I have never, until I owned this lipstick, I had never used something till it died. It would melt at the last minute, or get washed, or get lost. This one, this is the number 2 tube that I have used down to nothing. So when I hit the 179, I am getting a new MAC red. And because my other lipstick that I use all the time is dead as well. This is what I have on today, which I like. It's very natural on me. It's just like my color a little extra. So it kind of stands up better to like the lighting and stuff like that. But look, this is the third time in my life. That's what I'm using. That little hump right there. You can see I'm using that to get on my lips. And I have to use, I'm going to use like, I've been using a brush because on the MAC. And I'm going to have to start using a brush on this because it's getting to where I can't apply directly. So anyway, when I get to the 170s, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do that because I am putting $9 every week that I stick to my plan. I'm putting $9 on the side. Every week that I stick to my plan and weigh in lower than the week before, I'm putting $9 on the side because I'm not going to Weight Watchers, which would cost me $13 a week. Way back when I first started Weight Watchers, not in 2010, but like in the 90s. In the freaking 90s. Oh, okay. It costs $9 a week. So I'm going to put $9 on the side and I am going to buy my treats with that. So if it takes me 2 more weeks, I'll have enough money. I have a feeling it's going to take me a little bit longer than that because I don't know. I can't tell you that. I'm hoping to lose at least half a pound a week, but I don't know. So I just want a loss. A loss. Yay. Okay. Anyway, coming up over the next week, I want to start taking my vitamins again regularly, and I just today started taking unfiltered, like minimally processed apple cider vinegar every morning. I did it today. Anyway, that's going to happen. So you're going to see the juice and the vinegar in my food vlogs every day. And you're going to see a lot of, hummus and cucumbers instead of pita bread. Hummus and cucumbers is going to be happening a lot because it's a new fave. And that's what I have going on. So, ideally, the situation goes like this. I will be checking in every Monday. That is the ideal situation. And I hope it happens. Because my other thing has been, I really want to be more active on YouTube. I missed when I was active on YouTube. And then it hit me, I'm not going to be more active on YouTube unless I am more active on YouTube, which has to start one video at a time. I know, I'm a freaking genius. But anyway, so here's the first one, and hopefully more will follow suit. That's the goal. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I hope you're all like plugging away. We have 1 month left to summer vacation, and due to multiple injuries, I have basically been in my house for the past month. So hopefully that will change, and if it doesn't change, hopefully at least more projects will happen. That's, life goals. Enjoy the food vlogs, and I will talk to you later.